You know that feeling, right? You're sitting there with someone you care about, but your mind is just somewhere else, totally lost in your phone. Well, we're about to dive into a really powerful story from restaurateur Donnie Madia that hits right at the heart of that struggle, that constant battle between being truly connected and just being distracted. This is the question his wife Estelle asked him, and not just once. Imagine hearing this simple question over and over, maybe 10, 15, almost 20 times. It's the one question that finally made him realize something had to change, big time. And every single time, his answer was the same. Yes, of course, I'm right here. But here's the thing. He was wrong. I mean, sure, he was physically in the room, but his mind was in a totally different universe, a digital world of nonstop emails, texts, and reservation requests. He was there, but he wasn't really there. So how do you even start to fix a problem like that? Well, the solution for him wasn't in some business seminar or a fancy tech detox app. To find the answer, he had to go way back to his childhood and to two incredible women who taught him everything that mattered. See, Madia was raised by his mother and his aunt. They were twin sisters, and they only had a fourth-grade education. But what they might have lacked in formal schooling, they more than made up with this incredible natural skill. They knew how to make every single person feel truly welcome. And here's a story that just says it all. There was a family gathering at his house, and two mentally challenged boys came over. One of them sat right in his favorite chair. And as a kid, he was annoyed. But his mom pulled him aside and taught him this really important lesson about sharing and welcoming others. Now, here's the part that's just incredible. Months later, those same two boys, completely uninvited, walked over 8 miles just to get back to that house. And that's when it clicked for him. True hospitality, it's not a business transaction. It's a feeling of safety and belonging so powerful that people will literally walk miles to experience it again. And that feeling, learned right there in his childhood home, became the absolute bedrock of his career. It's why if you ever go to one of his restaurants, the staff doesn't say hello, they say welcome. It's such a small thing, but he believes that one word just lets a person's guard down and makes them feel like they can truly relax. All right, so let's fast forward back to today. We have this beautiful, timeless idea of human connection. But how on earth does that survive in a world that's basically run by our phones? He realized he was being, in his own words, managed by the barrage of emails and texts. Does that sound familiar to you? That feeling of constantly reacting to your phone instead of engaging with the world? His focus wasn't on the person in front of him. It was on the next little buzz or ping from his pocket. And let's be real, this isn't just his problem, it's all of us. This is a huge shift in society. Just look at these numbers. In just 3 years, the number of smartphone users in the US was projected to leap by almost 100 million. That's a massive wave of distraction we're all swimming in. And it was his wife who helped him put his finger on this perfect, crazy paradox. Being connected is a disconnect. Think about that for a second. The very device that's supposed to keep us connected to everyone everywhere was actually the thing disconnecting him from the people who mattered most. And if you need any proof of how attached we are to these things, just think about what happens when you lose your phone. It's kind of funny, but it can actually trigger the 5 stages of grief, the same ones we use for processing a major life loss. You've got denial. No, it has to be here. Then bargaining. Oh, please, if I find it, I'll be so much better. It's a pretty startling look at our dependency, right? So once you have that realization that your lifeline is also kind of a leash, what do? How do you make that conscious choice to tune into the human experience instead of all that digital noise? He realized that every single moment is a choice. It's like a constant tug of war. On one side, you've got the digital world pulling you in, the urgent texts, the important emails, and on the other side, you've got the human world sitting right there in front of you, your son, your wife, a guest in your restaurant. And that led to a complete redefinition of his job. His purpose wasn't to be some remote manager answering messages. No, his most important job was simply to be there, to be fully present in his restaurant and fully engaged with his family, because that's where the real stuff happens, in the moment, not through a screen. And this really is the core lesson here. Our smartphones are amazing, but they can also keep us at arm's length from every single important interaction, what we call the human experience. All those unfiltered, messy, wonderful moments that are happening right in front of our faces. So this last question isn't just for him, it's for all of us. We all feel that constant pull from our screens. So just take a second and really think about it. What is your smartphone keeping you from right now? What human experience might you be missing?